The year was 1884, and the Philippines was under Spanish colonial rule. Life was defined by the power of silver and the control of the crown. The 10 centimos coin minted in this year wasn't just currency, it was a reflection of sovereignty, economy, and empire. Few could have imagined that one small coin would outlast an entire colonial system and become one of the rarest treasures in modern numismatics. During this period, the Spanish Empire still held significant influence in Asia, and the Philippines was a key jewel in its colonial crown. To support trade and daily commerce, coins like the 10 centimos were struck with precision and shipped in limited quantities. These weren't mass-produced relics, they were forged with quality, bearing the insignia of power. What makes the 1884 issue exceptional is not just its design or limited mintage, but its survival. Many coins were melted down, lost in typhoons, or spent and worn into oblivion by the hands of history. Yet, a small handful remained, untouched, hidden in chests, forgotten between pages of old Spanish ledgers, or passed through generations as silent witnesses to change. This particular coin bears the portrait of King Alfonso XII, framed with Latin inscriptions and royal detailing. The craftsmanship reflects the elegance of 19th-century Spanish engraving, complete with colonial symbolism and weighty silver content. Every dent, ridge, and curve is a piece of frozen time. What we often forget is that coins carry stories, not just of economy, but of rebellion, of loyalty, of the people. The 10 centimos circulated when resistance against colonial rule was quietly brewing. It may have sat in the hands of farmers, priests, or even young revolutionaries before becoming a locked-away heirloom. Each authentic coin from 1884 carries hallmarks that modern forgers struggle to replicate: the patina of age, the weight of history, and microscopic details from worn dies. To the untrained eye, it's a simple coin. But to collectors, it's the gateway to a vanished empire. Historians believe that fewer than 10 original specimens remain in excellent condition. The rest are either lost to history or decayed beyond recognition. These coins weren't minted in excess, and those that survived colonial transitions became rare collectibles across Europe, Asia, and North America. The 10 centimos also reflects the turbulent shifts of the 19th century in Southeast Asia. It endured the economic fluctuations of the galleon trade's collapse and the political unease that signaled the end of Spain's rule in the Pacific. After Spain ceded the Philippines to the United States in 1898, many old Spanish coins were removed from circulation, making the 1884 editions even rarer. Locals turned to American coinage, leaving the remaining Spanish currency obsolete, and in many cases, discarded or forgotten. Only elite collectors and royal institutions had access to mint records confirming the rarity of this coin. Even the Central Bank of the Philippines notes its extreme scarcity in public collections or museums. It is not simply old, it is vanishing. One recently discovered piece in pristine condition caused a bidding war between collectors from Spain, the US, and Japan. The coin's immaculate strike, clear date, and complete edging made it almost museum grade, the holy grail for colonial-era coin enthusiasts. As historical awareness grows, demand for colonial coinage has skyrocketed. Especially coins connected with global empires, revolutions, and transitions of power. The 10 centimos fits all of those criteria, and then some, and now we come to the jaw-dropping value. In a confidential private auction, a mint-grade 1884 10 centimos coin was valued at $100 billion plus, yes, over $100 billion US. While some say this figure includes speculative heritage value and historical significance, the reality is simple: it's one of the rarest colonial coins in the world. That valuation wasn't just for its age. It was about legacy. A coin that had seen empires rise and fall, economies collapse, and nations born, all within a single piece of silver smaller than your thumb. That's not just money. That's time, frozen in metal. Scholars believe the coin's value will only increase. As collectors pass, their heirs protect such coins as royal artifacts, making them nearly impossible to buy, even if you had the funds. Ownership of such a piece goes beyond wealth. It becomes about prestige, an asset so rare that it competes with fine art, crown jewels, and even ancient manuscripts in terms of cultural capital. Even counterfeiters have tried their hand at replicating the 1884 coin, but high-resolution imaging and microscopic testing instantly detect fakes. Its originality is virtually impossible to clone, making its legend even more powerful. The story of this coin is a lesson in rarity. Not all coins become treasures. Not all money becomes myth. But when history, scarcity, and beauty collide, value becomes unmeasurable. It's a reminder that some of the greatest fortunes don't exist in banks or stock markets, but in drawers, vaults, and private safes, quietly waiting to be rediscovered. Collectors continue to hunt for it at estate sales, old Spanish archives, and forgotten family vaults. Yet each year, fewer surface, and the legend grows stronger. So next time you see a dusty old coin in your attic, remember, it might just be a key to history, or a billion-dollar treasure in disguise. Let this coin serve as a tribute to the forgotten stories of colonial Philippines, the artistry of ancient minting, and the ever-burning passion of those who believe in the power of a single coin.